Batu. This place is often visited by people who want to be successful in business. Jurumudi is also known as Dampo Awang. This building
I'm
contains
sorry, please go to the conclusion because your time is up.
Okay. A big way of cultural factor of embrace different population in city of Semarang as mean of unity and against Sara issues. Thursday, April 18 to 2019, the Central Java Religion Police and Regional Culture Observe collaborated in forming a discussion event with the title Land Together with Cak Nun, Kiai Kanjeng with the Central Java Police. The discussion that was brought by Cak Nun was not far from value of life as citizen, religious people, and human who do not differentiate. Parts of event that are key in uniting the community, say hello to people. B. Cak Nun also invite us to never blame others based on their identity. Right and wrong is not because of the person religion is Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, Catholic, and other religion. What's wrong is his behavior. So when people make mistake, don't be labeled because of their religion, because of their ethnic, because of their families and other. What is wrong is their behavior. Human affairs, the world will be in order if we don't do three bad things, namely killing, stealing, and insulting. Corruption is include stealing. Bullying is considered as an act in insult and murder, intentionally and unintentionally can come from bullying and thief. And when we avoid these three evil action, then mindful will be achieved. D. Resistance to politics in the name of religion can be done with this interfaith tolerance. Tolerance between religion will bring social life to a higher level. Personal religion should be contemplated in the heart of every individual, not as meaning of dividing parties in politics. Religion tolerance will advance be a shield to overcome hoax that often occur that social media and destructive activities. Cak Nun also invite several volunteers from VIP guests on stage to give the audience who would answer questions about the historical of the Sambokong Temple, various questions regarding the Islamic name Cheng Ho and meaning of Iunnats, the Chinese community in Java. Cheng Ho visit to the place. Cheng Ho were castrated and so on. Cak Nun also emphasizes that to make corruptor obey the state by being castrated because ancient eunuchs were castrated so that they obey their emperor. This question, according to the author of Cak Nun, way of reminding us that as Indonesian citizen, we must continue to maintain the history that our predecessors have fought for and continue to maintain the exciting.
I'm sorry, Mr. Aristio, we have to stop your presentation because it's already 15 minutes and no time to discuss and also for continuing your presentation. Thank you so much, Mr. Aristio.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, to all presenters, please remind that our presentation is only 10 minutes and then 5 minutes for discussion. Otherwise, we have no time for the discussion, but then I will stop the presentation because we have a tight schedule for this conference. Thank you. So, Mr. Archo, thank you so much for your presentation and success for your career, and see you next time for the other conference. And then in the schedule, we have Miss Ellie. Is Miss Ellie or Mr. Agus Subianto join with us? Okay. There's no information also. Then we will continue for the next presenter that there is Miss Rizkia. Yeah, Miss Rizkia Siti Felini
Yes, sir.
is, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. You will present your paper, 10 minutes for the presentation and 5 minutes for the discussion.
Okay.
Time is yours.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good Good afternoon, Mr. Thomas. Now I will present my paper. The title is Environmental Metaphors in Randai Traditional Performance in Minangkabau, an Ethnographic Study. My name is Rizky Stefelini, and this paper is co-authored by Miss Deli Nirmala, which is present here also. So good afternoon, Bu Deli. Now I will continue. This paper consists of 5: introduction, research method, result and discussion, conclusion, references. And for the introduction, I will explain a brief overview of Randai. So Randai is a traditional art from West Sumatra, Indonesia. It combines 4 types of art in one performance, including theater, music, dancing, and silat. So silat is traditional martial art from West Sumatra also. And it is usually performed by a group of people who make a circular form and led by someone called Sanggoreh or Panggoreh. The story for the theater or for the play is called Kaba, and this story is come from the daily life of the local people, and some of the most famous title of Kaba, including Cindua Mato, Malindeman, Sabanan Halui, and etc. The reason why I conduct this study is, the first one is because I'm a native speaker of Minangkabau language, and I found that the dialogues are full of local wisdom, which are delivered through beautiful verses. So in this paper, I use ethnography of communication approach. So ethnography of communication is an interdisciplinary between linguistic and anthropology. The focus of this study is speech community. The speech community is a group of people who share the same attitude and belief toward the same language that they use. There are 3 units of analysis in speech community, according to Himes. There are cumulative situation, events, and acts, and I will discuss them more in the discussion later. And the components of speech, there are 8, including setting and scene, participant, ends, act of sequence, key, instruments, norms, and genre. And here are some previous studies that I have found. So basically, previous studies has been conducted in different local languages in Indonesia. The object are culture such as performance, ceremony, or games. And I have not found a study about Randai performance in Minangkabau using ethnographic communication approach yet. And these are the research question: how the communication used in Randai Minangkabau is, and what the components of communication found in Randai Minangkabau are. And the research method, this type of research is a qualitative research. The source of data, video recording of Randai performance entitled Rambun Pamenan. I choose video recording as the source of data because of this pandemic era, there are no Randai performance held in West Sumatra. And the data collection is done by using observation and taking notes. This paper use ethnography of communication approach, unit of analysis theory by Himes, and component of speech. And these are the steps of data analysis. So we come to the results and discussion. The first one is unit of analysis. Unit of analysis consists of 3. The first one is communicative situation. So communicative situation is the situation in which the communication occurs. So in Randai, the Randai is held on Friday, January 6, 2017 in an open field. There are about 16 people to dance, 2 singers, 4 main actors and actresses, and 4 supporting roles in the drama. And the second one is communicative events. The goal is to describe clearly the situation occurs on the communicative situation in Randai Rambun Pamenan that I studied. There are 5 communicative events identified. The first one is opening for the performance, opening for Kaba or play, dendang, the play for Kaba, and also closing of the performance. For the opening of performance, the leader or Sanggore opened the performance by singing Gurindam. Gurindam is a kind of local poetry which rhyme in every stanza. And for the opening for Kaba, one of the dancers read a paragraph of verses. The verses contain pantun to address the audience, particularly the honorable audience. And then dendang is a traditional song from Minangkabau. It is sung by 2 persons. This event did not occur just once, but several times during the play for Kaba also. And then the fourth one is the most important one is the play for Kaba. The title is Rambun Pamenan. It's about a widow named Putih Lindung Bulan who had 2 children, Putih Rona Pinang and Rambun Pamenan. And then for the closing of the performance, they also use pantun to close the performance. And then, I'm sorry, the communicative acts. I choose the event number 4, which is the play for Kaba, to discuss in the communicative acts because it contains more communicative acts than any other event. And I found 3 main acts in the play. The first one is when Rajo Anggegarang asked Putih Lindung Bulan to marry him. So I found 2 language style here. First one is Gurindam. The context here is the speaker is Putih Lindung Bulan and the interlocutor is Rajo Anggegarang. So the speaker show her respect to the interlocutor because the interlocutor is a king. So he has a higher social position than the speaker. And she show it through by using Gurindam here. And then the second one is pantun. The context here is still the same. The speaker is Putih Lindung Bulan and the interlocutor is Rajo. And in this example, the speaker refused the proposal, the marriage proposal by using pantun. She said, "Kambanglah bungo di muaro, nampak nan dari batu lawi, bukan silinduang anggan manarimo, tagah de ambo baru suahati." So she expressed her refusal through pantun. And then the conversation between Putri Lindung Bulan and Putri Rono Pinang. Here, I also found two language styles. The first one is metaphors. The context here is the speaker, Putri Lindung Bulan, describing her daughter by using metaphors. Here, I found a metaphor related to environment, which is nak kandong si Rono Pinang sangkutannya batang tumbua. So sangkutannya batang tumbua literally means a hook of a growing trunk. But in this context, the speaker did not describe her daughter, did not really say that her daughter is a growing trunk, but it means that someone who is reliable. And it is also the same for the example number 4, Limpape Rumanan Gadang. In Minangkabau, Limpape means a big, beautiful butterfly. So there's an old saying that if Limpape come to someone's house, means that someone or a woman particularly is coming to the house. The woman here is described as a beautiful, graceful, and kind-hearted. So
Miss Rizkia, sorry, please continue to the conclusion of your research because
Okay.
the time is almost up.
okay, yeah, sorry. So the conclusion here is there are 5 communicative events in Randai Rambunan performance, and the language used in the communicative act of Kabar Rambun Pamenan for the play varies. The majority of dialogue use pantun, others use metaphors and gurindam also. And the important points to highlight about Minangkabaunis culture in this Randai. First one is Minangkabaunis ask forgiveness to the interlocutor before starting a conversation, especially if the interlocutor has a higher position than the speaker. Women in Minangkabau are treated well. They are important to the society. And the last one is in Minangkabau marriage tradition. They are thankful for their marriage and express it by slaughtering buffaloes. And they also invite Nina and Mama to bless the marriage. And the last one is all of the components of speech are identified in the performance. So that's all, and here are some references that I use. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Rizkia, for the nice presentation of your research. Still 2 minutes left for discussion. Please, anyone who has a question to the presenter? Okay, if not, I have a question for you, Miss Rizkia. Is there any new finding related for your research, yeah, especially in the Rande traditional performance? Is there any new findings or some changing of this research?
Um,
Especially if you have previous research from other researcher, then maybe comparison of your research with other finding from the other researchers.
the findings is the finding of my research is I found some I found local wisdom of Minangkabaunis through the Randai performance.
Okay.
Yeah, Mindy, I can add. Can we add as a co-author?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Miss.
I think we have mentioned the previous research done by other writers. And in this case, the new finding related to today's research is that maybe the ethnographic analysis has been done by many writers, but in this research, dealing with Randai performance has not been found yet. So it is what we found here can be claimed as the new finding of our research. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Deli, for nice explanation. Okay.
Thank you, Bu Deli.
For big applause for Miss Rizkia for very nice presentation today, and success for your future research. Yeah, and see you for the next conference.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas. Thank you, Bu Deli.
Welcome.
Sama-sama.
Okay, we will continue from the next presenter. We'll call Mr. Rizal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me share my
Yeah.
PPT.
Okay. Can you also can open your video? So
I'm sorry, my laptop doesn't have a camera.
Okay. 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 No problem. So 10 minutes for the presentation. Time is yours.
Did my slide? Sudah bisa lihat? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Can you see your slide?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rizal De Shiva. I'm student of Linguistics Department and the first author of this paper. So today I would like to present my paper, Chinese paper, under the title Communication Pattern in Berjanji Malam Maulud Tradition Found in Bringin Ngalian During COVID-19 Situation. Okay. The term Maulid comes from Arabic, which means birth. Maulud tradition has been carried out for years and has become one of the traditions that developed in Indonesia. For Muslim, this tradition is a form of respect and remembrance of the exemplary of the Prophet Muhammad in the form of cultural, religious, and ritual activities. In Indonesia, the Prophet's birthday celebration are held in some place like mosque, Majelis Taklim, Islamic boarding school, and even at home. The implementation of this event is carried out in a variety of ways, from simple to festive. For example, it uses a musical instrument such as a tambourine, and after the event ended, most Indonesians held a meal together. So in Maulud, people read the Maulid Al-Berjanji, the name of the book taken from the name of the author, Said Ja'far bin Hussein bin Abdul Karim Al-Berjanji. In the Al-Berjanji book, there is a part called Mahalul Qiyam. This part is the section which interesting. When the recitation of Mahalul Qiyam is in progress, all people will stand up from their seats to pay honor to the Prophet Muhammad as the most glorious servant of Allah. Standing up to honor something has become our tradition, and sometimes people even stand to respect inanimate object. They seem to feel the presence of the Prophet Muhammad in Mahalul Qiyam part. With the many With many cultural differences in Indonesia, the study of the Maulud tradition in Indonesia is very interesting to study, both on verbal and non-verbal perspective. So this study will explain how communication pattern of the Maulud in Beringin village of Semarang and analyzing Mahalul Qiyam reading in the Al-Barzanji book. This study is a qualitative approach. There are two data in this research. Number one is primary data with the field observation and interviews, while secondary data is obtained from the book Maulud Al-Barzanji. The data analysis was formed using the Aki and pattern method by Sudaryanto. The equivalent technique used here is useful in sorting out each word, some of which are phrasing and metaphorical prose. Then, in analyzing words, the decomposition of the author's description pattern and structure uses the theory proposed by Fox. So here's the result. The tradition of the Prophet's birthday in Beringin village is carried out from 6th Rabiul Awal to 12th Rabiul Awal after the evening prayer, in which the Beringin people perform evening prayer in congregation at the Miftahul Jannah Mosque, which located in Beringin village. There are some differences in communication pattern before and after the Maulid tradition during this pandemic compared to before the pandemic. The first is recitation of Qunut Nazilah at the fourth rakaat of even Isya pray. The purpose is that the Beringin people are kept away from the dangers where the environment is in a bad situation. Then it was continued to the recitation of Al-Barzanji led by Ustad. Then it come to Mahalul Qiyam and all people stand up together with a distance. So in Mahalul Qiyam, there are so many parts. So I choose the part its interest. There are 11. Actually, I choose 11 parts of the Mahalul Qiyam. So the first is the opening, and 4 verse of greeting, 3 verse of praising Prophet Nabi Muhammad, and the last 2 are the first closing. So the first 2 opening, it's like a form of praise like pujian such as Ya Nabi, Ya Rasul, Ya Habib, Ya Salam. Actually, when the people read this prose, they are using some like music like Urbana, and they make like a song. Ya Nabi salam alaika, so like that. So then comes to the greeting, like the meaning of the prose is the full moon has risen to shine on us, and then I have never seen a beauty like you, a cheerful faced person. You are like the sun, you are the lamp of the heart. Then the next first praising of the speciality of Prophet in prose 7, 8, and 9. The meaning is Albright of the East and the West land, containing praise for the superiority of the Prophet Muhammad. Anyone who sees your face must be happy. So when the reciting this Mahlul Qiyam, actually, people always read the first two opening in between this main greeting and praising first, and then the last two verse explaining the hopes from Muslim to the Prophet, like Rabbi have mercy on us all by being able to carry out all good deeds. Prayer of Allah may be prouted out on Ahmad to the gate, namely the Prophet Muhammad, the owner of the shining face.
1 minute
So,
remaining.
okay. So there are some change in the tradition after the COVID-19. So the first is tumpengan. Before the COVID pandemic there is tumpengan, like eating together, and then when the COVID-19, there are no tumpengan, so people give rice box, and then when before COVID-19 there are so many people so gather in a big scale, and then now is just small capacity. And the last is there is no kunut nazilah before pandemic, and then there is recitation of kunut nazilah. So this conclusion, I hope I explain all the material. So this can I deliver to you. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you so much for Mr. Rizal for the nice presentation of your results. We still have 3 minutes for discussion. Please, anyone who has a question for Mr. Rizal? Okay, if not, I have a question for Mr. Rizal. And how about the condition before the COVID-19? Is there any difference with the current situation related to
I'm
the
sorry.
tradition in Malam Maulud?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What?
Is there any difference before the pandemic COVID-19 with this current situation?
Yeah, there are some differences, like those three. The
Okay.
first is the meal together, and then the reciting kunut nazilah, and the last is reciting al-Barzanji with a distance.
Okay. And how about the other location surrounding? Is there also any different or maybe information? For example, nearby the Beringin Ngalian, if you have any information.
Do you mean like the other mosque, or?
Yes, the other mosque.
Yeah. I think not all the mosque like that. So there are some mosque that you can go to the mosque without any like protocol.
Okay.
Yeah. But the Beringin, you should stay health and use the protocol.
Okay. Yeah. Is there any question from the attendants in this room?
Can I?
Yeah. Okay, Mrs. Delhi, please welcome.
Yeah, I think to make our conference here more lively. So,
Yeah.
well, I think it is interesting phenomena in Semarang, is it,
Mhm,
Mas Rizal?
Yeah, yeah.
mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Well, I think I'm listening to your presentation, but I haven't got information related to your findings. What is the findings? What is your finding of this research?
So actually, my finding is focus in Mahalulkian parts in metaphorical prose, but I think the reciting Kunut Nazila and the scale of the situation at Bringin's Mosque is more just additional part.
Can you give can you elaborate it for us?
I'm sorry, elaborate.
Yeah,
Like how?
yeah, about your findings. About your
So
findings.
my my findings actually just to analyzing the meaning of the Mahalulkiam.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like each prose, I analyzing each prose one by one, and then like just try to make connection between the peoples in Bringin.
Good. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
But we haven't got the what the gist or
Yeah.
I mean the key of your findings related to this tradition.
Yeah, I think I will get more deep in this.
Yeah. Maybe in the article, yeah.
Yeah.
in your article, you will add or you will elaborate the findings in your article. It
Yeah.
will be very worth to the readers, I think. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry
Thank you, Bu Deli.
for bothering you.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you
thank
so
you.
much, Mrs. Delhi. Very nice question and also maybe some suggestion. Okay, Mr. Rizal, the committee would like to say thank you for your very nice presentation and
You're
success for your
welcome.
research. Yeah, and see you for the next conference. Yeah. Now we continue for our presenter that will be delivered by Mr. Fajrul Falah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Fajrul Falah. And 10 minutes for your presentation is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Thomas and other presenter. I'm sorry, me of virtual background. Please lock my face. Not good, yeah, virtual background. So virtual background off, yeah. I'm sorry, Mr. Okay, I share screen. Okay, okay. Look at the presentation, my PowerPoint, moderator.
Not show up
Oh,
until now. Yeah, now it's
okay.
yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you. I think according my schedule, the last presenter, yeah. Usually
Yeah.
the last presenter, yeah,
Yeah.
is very short, Mr. Thomas. So I think 10 minutes enough, yeah, if
Yeah.
not discussion or question.
Yeah. Okay.
The title of my presentation or skip title research is art experiment. I'm sorry, documentation. Experiment preservation during pandemic. A case study Lembah Gana Festival in 2020. The author Fajrul Falah, ya, Khotibul Umam, Suharyo, and student Gregorius Tri Hendrawan Marunung. Indonesian Literature, Faculty of Humanities, ini senior, Dili Nirmala, ini Diponegoro University, Indonesia. Ya. The table of content maybe 5, ya, background, problem, research method, discussion and result, and the last conclusion. So the first background, I think the development of information technology changed human behavior. Yeah, we know QoS. Yeah, we know every day watching YouTube. Yeah, we know every day connect to internet. But maybe maybe if me not yet. Yeah. Number 2, globalization trigger cultural product to contest creatively and openly. 3, COVID-19 has an impact limiting human mobility. Yeah. Human is stress in the work. Yeah. Human stress in the home. Yeah. I think human not very good. Number 4, Indonesia has extraordinary artistic potential. Yeah. Cultural product is Indonesian art indicate to trinity with existences. So I think what's the problem? The problem is how is Lembah Gana Festival? I think other presenter junior Lembah Gana Festival, please searching in Google or YouTube Lembah Gana Festival 2020. I think show up. Yeah. Experiment during the pandemic. Number 2, how to preserve the old Javanese culture at Lembah Gana Festival. The before research method, yeah. The culture in this context, yeah, is defined into 3 meaning. The first culture identified in choice of individual action or decision. An example of this definition is the habit of arriving late, yeah, telat, terlambat in Indonesia. Not discipline, corruption. This is culture. Yeah. The second definition, yeah, culture refers to activities related to aesthetic, beauty. So the batik, yeah. So culture is identified with art. Yeah. The last or number 3, culture is meaningful culture, idea, belief, people perspective in adapting to the environment. In this study, the 3 meaning of culture all include, but are more dominant in the second, art and third, ideational and worldview, meaning on fourth of real effort to preserve culture and attract attention into the Lembah Gana Festival. The Lembah Gana Festival was initiated by Karangjati Nyawiji Cultural Community in located Bergas, Semarang, Regency. I think from my home or Dr. Thomas 20 kilometer, yeah, or 1 hour by car, yeah, in Semarang, Regency. Okay, the research method. The purpose of the research is to uncover art experiment and define culture in the means a pandemic talk the Lembah Gana Festival. To support this goal, work step and data validation. The object and location of the research is Lembah Gana in Karangjati, behind Ungaran, Semarang, Regency. the type of research used, descriptive, quantitative, the object of the research understood, holistical and deeply, not testing hypothesis through statistical formula. The research data were obtained through literature studies, observation, and in-depth interview, study literature or document to obtain written information through reliable source relate to activities of program of the Lembah Ghana Festival. So observation were made either directly or indirectly. Online, no pandemic, yeah. Watching YouTube, yeah, watching video to get real description of the Lembah Ghana Festival program activities, interview with related parties, who is stakeholder, performs, communities, and the last audience. We conduct to obtain a comprehensive picture condition, response, and expectation regarding the Lembah Ghana Festival. Research data obtained from the result of literature studies, observation, and interview. We analysis by comparing, categorizing, and interpreting according to their respective role and function. Interpretation is developed not based on the size of the research of the author, but the community studied. So I think the main discussion or presentation, result, and discussion. The first, the Ganesha statue become the center. Statue Ganesha is located in Ngimbun Hamlet, Karangjati Village, Birgas, and Semarang Regency. Lembah Ghana is the center of inspiration from work, introduction culture. Maybe compare the other village, show on art, not based on data, but maybe just entertainment. The Lembah Ghana is unique and interesting because archaeological data is used as basis for activities. Please look picture. This is Statue Ganesha, Arca Ganesha in Indonesia. Effort to improve and preserve this culture through festival. The Ganesha statue is synonym with all Javanese culture. If we think about all Javanese, my association refer to Bali, not Semarang, but in Karangjati other statue Ganesha. The Lembah Ghana Festival is not main goal, but a mean of how the people interpret this historical relief for welfare both sense. Among the philosophy of all Javanese historical relief is to treat nature well. Therefore, usually in a culture, heritage, or sacred place, there is sacred sparing water and bath, or interpret a mean of maintaining cleanliness, even purification. The community apply a healthy lifestyle, so it is not susceptible to disease. Okay, the next, preserving all Javanese culture. The Lembah Ghana Festival contain activities to reintroduction all Javanese culture. The COVID-19 pandemic, they are rule for implementing health protocol. In Indonesia protokol kesehatan keep distance and reduce mobility. And my activities not offline but online by meeting video. The festival is held online, virtual, not offline. Experiment activities and form of cultural preservation, among other traditional and contemporary dance, performance arts, wayang performance, Javanese culture literature, cultural gathering, and reading workshop on palm leaf. Please look at the picture, palm leaves. Okay, so the last presentation, the section conclusion. The Lembah Kana Festival contain cultural activities based on the old Japanese cultural civilization. Cultural experiment or festival are held to protect and preserve the cultural heritage of the ancestor. Throughout the festival, people, maybe especially the younger generation, are reminded of the civilization around 7th century. The can interpret in relation to the current condition. Now, 2021 pandemic, the Lembah Kana Festival is not main goal, but as a means of preserving past culture based on data, based on archaeological data. The Lembah Kana Festival is adaptable and answer the challenge in pandemic era. This artistic experiment packs which new model, namely via virtual streaming, video, YouTube. This experiment and program are easily accessible and on the internet can be viewed on social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or other social media. The number of viewers and followers has potential to continue growth. I think enough to presentation afternoon. I return a little back to moderator, Dr. Thomas. Terima kasih. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fadil Fala, for your nice presentation of your research. We still have 3 minutes for discussion with the project of research about art experiment and cultural preservation during a pandemic, a case study Lembah Kana Festival in 2020. So please welcome if you have any question to the presenter.
May I?
Yeah, thank you.
It's interesting, yeah. It's
Yeah.
interesting presentation, I think, Mr. Fajrul Falah.
Yeah.
I have one question and one suggestion. For the suggestion, I think it will be better if, or maybe in the article you will include or you will put some pictures representing cultural preservation in Ghana, in Lembah Kana, Kono or Ghana. Yeah. And then, halo Pak Fajrul, bisa
Okay.
dengar saya?
Yeah, nice, Dr. Heli.
Ya. Itu suggestion saya. Ya.
Oke.
Jadi ada ya datanya mungkin ada yang ditampilkan mungkin di artikel Anda ya.
Yeah.
Bisa membayangkan ya.
Yeah. Thank you for your question, Dr. Heli.
No, I haven't given you the question. And then the question is, how to preserve
nanti jenengan join
the cultural
tapi join bukan
aspek
buka dulu aja
in Lembah Kana
nanti ada yang sudah di situ ketemu
festival
ya.
To adapt to the pandemic situation. Jadi bagaimana upaya masyarakat Lembah Kana itu?
Buka Zoom lagi.
Ya.
Okay,
Mempertahankan ya, preserve atau melestarikan budaya dengan mengadaptasikan situasi baru pandemik seperti ini.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Heli, for question and appreciation. I will answer his question. I think different pandemic or not, the Lembah Kana Festival contain cultural activities based on the old Japanese culture civilization. Now just different media. In before pandemic, we make traditional performance, I think traditional is maybe just 100 audience. But now from pandemic, space streaming, YouTube, 100 or more, 1,000. But for the artist, it is not satisfaction, not enough, yeah, because it's just online, yeah. I think, yeah, same with our presentation, we will adaptation about technology, yeah, we will adaptation about streaming on YouTube, but artists hope the still in traditional. But the Lembah Kana Festival now we met and we have YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or social media. So based on data of Javanese culture, yeah, maybe the young generation now, yeah, I said very sad, Dr. Deli, because the young generation, yeah, we will handphone, YouTube, technology, yeah, other country, but the tradition in Indonesia, I think not remember, yeah. Okay, thank you, Zadoli.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fajri. Fajrul, there's a question also from Mr. Sutejo. He asked about Lembah Gana.
Yeah.
Where is Lembah Gana? And this is a local name or already published in the national chapter or something?
Okay, thank you. Question from Professor Tejo Widodo. This is my senior, Dr. Thomas. Yeah, I think Lembah Gana very famous. Yeah, the last 2 years ago. Yeah, they're located in Karangjati. Yeah, Karangjati in Hamlet Ngimbun. Do you know in Karangjati you love the technology? Yeah, Karangjati in Semarang Regency, maybe from Tembalang just 20 kilometers, yeah, access by motor or car just 1 hour, yeah. This please, if me interest or one about Lembah Gana Festival, click in YouTube or Google and very many news, yeah, about Lembah Gana Festival, because the Lembah Gana Festival, yeah, he not just Semarang, but now growth to national, yeah. The program very good preservation, yeah, all Javanese culture. I think located still in Karangjati, but not many people know about Karangjati, yeah. Just know tentang Semarang City, ya. Karangjati is Semarang Regency.
Also famous as industrial place, yeah.
Iya, industrial place, ya, clothes, ya, moderator clothes, ya, in Karangjati, not statue, but industrial clothes, ya.
Okay, due to the time, and thank you so much, Mr. Fajrul
Okay,
Falah, for
thank
your
you, sir.
nice presentation. And before we ending this session, I would like to ask you to open the camera if available, so we can have a photo session for this parallel session. So the committee will take a picture for you all. So please open your camera, and the committee will inform us after we have all open the camera. So especially for the presenter, Mr. Aristio. Yeah, Miss Fitriani, could you open your camera? Okay. Yeah. Please, for the camera, for the committee, it's already take a picture. Yeah, we counting. Also, Miss Rizkia, please open your camera and we have a photo session for this. And Miss Fitriani, I think both of you still close your video camera. Okay, I think, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for all the presenter and also attendance for this session. Nice to meet you all in this session, and also from the committee, we would like to thanks for all your participation in this conference and hope to see you next for the other conference. Good afternoon, everybody, and keep healthy for this pandemic situation. Okay, we close our session. And for the next presenter for the second parallel session, please join with the meeting ID that the committee already informed from the website or from the abstract book. So we will close for this session. Thank you and see you next time.